इस वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे RxJS सब्जेक्ट के बारे में। ठीक है, बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक है। आप लोग बिहेवियरल सब्जेक्ट तो यूज किए होंगे, तो सपोज दैट सेम डेटा शेयर करने के लिए क्रॉस द कंपोनेंट आप सब्जेक्ट यूज किए होंगे। सिमिलर वे कौन कौन से सब्जेक्ट होते हैं, ये है क्या, उसके बारे में डिटेल में डिस्कस करेंगे। तो चलिए सब्जेक्ट को समझते हैं। RxJS में सब्जेक्ट है क्या। तो सब्जेक्ट इज़ लाइक अ ऑब्जर्वेबल। जैसा कि ऑब्जर्वेबल होता है, सब्जेक्ट भी एक टाइप का ऑब्जर्वेबल ही है। बट कैन मल्टीकास्ट टू मैनी ऑब्जर्वर, ये मल्टीकास्ट कर सकता है टू मैनी ऑब्जर्वर। सब्जेक्ट्स आर लाइक इवेंट एमिटर्स, दे मेंटेन ए रजिस्ट्री ऑफ मैनी लिसनर। तो सब्जेक्ट एक्चुअली subject is a observer. Okay, subject is a observer. It means what? It means this is the special type of observable. Subject is a special type of observable instead of the observer. First you need to understand what is the difference between observable and observer. So basically through the observable we can get a data stream, we can get a observer. Like it means the data emitted from the observable you can get through the observer. So this is the basic difference between observable and observer. So observable is a data stream and observer is you are getting each of the data through the observer. But what is the subject? So subject is a special type of observable. It's have both. We can subscribe it as well, and you can provide like you can produce a data as well. You can do both of the thing, right? It means what? See, any observable having the subscribe method, and through subscribe method we can get a emitted data, right? But subject have a subscribe method as well as implement both subscribe along with producing a data, emitting a data with the help of next error and complete method. So through the next method you can produce or emit a data through the subject, or through the error method you can emit a error, or you can do a complete. So it having the all the property like subscribe it's have, and then observer property next error complete. So an observer can subscribe to subject and receive value from it. Okay, it is clear. Observer can subscribe the subject and receive value from it. Subject add them to a collection observer. Whenever there is a value in the stream, it notifies all of its observer. So basically all of the observer will get the data whenever they receive a new emitted emitted new stream, right? Now so basically you can create a subject through the new command, new subject, that's it. And with that command we can call a next method. If you will call, then all its subscriber will start receiving that particular emitted data. Okay, so all the subscriber will get the same data. It will get multicasted. They will get, all of them will get same data. So basically this is the subject, right? You understand that you can subscribe the subject as well, or you can produce a stream of data as well, and all the subscriber will start receiving the notification or emitted data which you have done through the next method. This is the subject. Now there are the three type of subject, including subject there will be four type of subject. Okay, so let's discuss one by one. So very important is a behavioral subject. So let's discuss about these things. Behavioral subject are useful for representing value over time. For instance, an event stream of suppose that event stream of birthday is a subject, but stream of person's age would be the behavioral subject. Okay. So basically what behavioral subject are doing, they will take the initial value, right, and then it will be multicast, means all the observer will start getting the data which produced through the next method. So just like a subject, it have a same thing, like we need to, it's like observer, and we have access to the next method and the error and complete method, so we can produce a data like a stream along with the subscribing to it. So we have a both of thing. So in the similar manner, we will first create a through the new command, new behavioral subject. Okay, new behavioral subject, it will take an initial value. So it will take an initial value, and then the observer, the subscriber, they will subscribe it and start receiving the data. So whenever we will use the next method to produce or multicast that particular data, all of their subscriber will start getting the same data. Okay, all of its subscriber will get the same data what we have added through the next method. So they will start getting a next latest data. Suppose we use the next method first time, and then we pass some data, then again use the second time, pass the data. So latest data will be passed, and all their subscriber will get the notification of the data, they will get the immediate data. Okay, so this is the behavioral subject. So what is the difference between subject and behavioral subject? So basically behavioral subject are taking a initial value, but in case of subject it is not taking a initial value. Then another type of subject is a reply subject. It is very similar to the behavioral subject. So basically reply subject, what it is doing, it have a record of all of its value. It means what? Suppose through the next method we produce some data, second time again we did a next method and produce another data, then they will keep all this old data as well in their memory. So multiple value it can store, and it can provide to their subscriber. So replay subject record multiple value from the observable execution and reply them to new observer. So all of its new observer will get the old data as well. Okay, so suppose we have done the next method and pass 1, and second time pass the 2 through the next method, and third time 3, and fourth time 4. So what will happen in this case, if user will subscribe, then it will get first 3 suppose that we during the creating a reply subject, in the argument as a parameter we have provided 3, then it will be buffer 3 value of for new subscriber. It means suppose 1 2 3 4, so if the 4 will be suppose emitted, then at that time it will not emit a 4, it will emit along with the 2 3 and 4. Okay, why? Because it's buffering the value which we have provided. So they will store, basically they are storing the previous value as well. So in that case we can use the reply subject. And then another which is very important, which is the async subject. Async subject. What is the async subject? Basically async subject where only the last value of the observable execution is sent to the observers. It means what? Async means what? Try to remember these things. Async means it's like a promise. Promise cannot be cancelled, right? It will provide you the resolve or reject. So async, if we will do the async subject, it means what? It means we cannot cancel. Here we are not cancelling. If it is if the observable will get completed the emitting the value, it means what? It means if we will call the complete method. So once we will call a complete method, it means that no more data will going to emit after on. So that's why here what we are doing, we are calling the complete method, and after calling a complete method it will provide the last data. So suppose we have created a async subject to the new keyword. Async subject we have created, and then with that subject, because subject, through the subject we can emit a data as well, so we will use the next method. But this next method will not be subscriber will not be get the data until or unless we are not completing the observable stream. So for completing we need to use the complete method. After calling or using the complete method, the last emitted value the subscriber will get. Okay, and one thing I forget to mention about the reply subject is that we are not only storing a data like how much last value we want, how much latest value we want. So we are also providing this information along with how long we want, to store. So suppose we can provide it like 3 millisecond, 4 millisecond, for let's say 2 second. So for the 2 second, whatever observable emit the value, last, suppose we want last 3 data, then we can get it through the reply subject. Okay, so there are the certain use case. According to the use case we need to use the reply subject, behavioral subject, async subject, or subject. So always remember, every subject is an observer. Every subject is an observer. Now interviewer can ask you the question, what is the difference between observable and a subject? So try to understand here. More than one subscriber can subscribe to a subject. Okay, more than one subscriber can subscribe to the subject. They will share the same instance of the observable. So they will get the same instance of the observable means what? They will get the same event emitted by the subject. So you understand about it that subject is a 2 type, behavioral 3 type, behavioral subject, reply subject, or async subject. Okay, and subject maintain a list of the subscribers. Same subscriber will get the same data because same instance will get shared, and it can multicast the data. So I hope you understand. If you have any questions or query, then please let me know.